Hey beautiful souls, welcome back to my mind space. I'm Tenny and thank you for being here with me today. So I'm going to start today's episode from a different angle by asking you a question. What's your reputation with yourself? Not with friends, not with family, not with co-workers, but with you. Because I think most of us spend a lot of time thinking about how we're perceived by others. We care about being seen a certain way, be seen as reliable, as trustworthy, as kind, as authentic, as truthful. We want people to know our words carry weight, that our actions align with who we say we are. Still, somewhere along the way, many of us forget to apply those same standards inward. We forget to ask, do I trust myself? Do I believe my own promises? Do I show up for myself the way I show up for everybody else? And honestly, that question can be very uncomfortable because the relationship we have with ourselves isn't built on what we say. It's built on what we repeatedly do. And the most important reputation you will ever have is the one you hold with yourself. How you see yourself, how you treat yourself, how you show up for yourself, how you honor your own words. The gentle truth is this: your reputation with yourself shapes your confidence. It shapes your boundaries. It shapes your decisions. It shapes your relationships. It shapes your healing. It shapes your growth. It literally shapes every aspect of your life. So let's dive in a little bit more. Your reputation with yourself is that story you believe about you, and they can be built through the promises you keep, the promises you break, the boundaries you honor, the boundaries you ignore, the way you show up for your own needs, the way you handle your truth. That quiet, private version of you nobody sees, but you feel every single day. In essence, your reputation with yourself is your self-trust. It's your self-respect. Because self-betrayal doesn't always look dramatic. Most times it's subtle. And every time you break your own word with yourself, like when you procrastinate, when you ignore your intuition, when you let fear make your decisions for you, when you abandon your boundaries, when you overgive to feel valued, when you choose comfort over alignment, your inner trust weakens. The thing about self-trust is this: you can't fake it because your soul always knows. The interesting thing though is most of us overlook the shift that happens within us when we actually keep promises to ourselves, even the small ones. Because when you keep your word to yourself, your inner respect strengthens. And that shift, that creates a reputation ripple within yourself that says, I can rely on me. I can show up for me. I'm not abandoning myself. And that's where the real power is. Because self-trust isn't just created through intention, but through being consistent. And I think that's where most of us struggle. Not because we don't have good intentions to ourselves, but because commitment we made to ourselves are continuously being broken. And the issue isn't about the broken commitments, more so about what it teaches yourself about you. Because every time you repeatedly abandon your own needs or you break a promise to yourself, a message gets reinforced deep within you. The message of your needs are not priority, your boundaries don't matter, Your words to yourself are not important. And eventually, those messages starts affecting your confidence with you. Because confidence isn't just about believing in yourself. It's more about trusting yourself, respecting yourself. And this can also influence all decisions you make in every aspect of your life. Your self-reputation shows up in different relationships you have, because when you trust yourself, you choose better with wisdom. You communicate clearly. You set boundaries confidently. You walk away when needed without guilt. You stop begging for clarity. You stop accepting crumbs. You stop shrinking to be loved. You parent from a place of groundedness, not guilt. Because your relationships mirror your self-reputation, your self-trust, and your self-trust also determines how far you allow yourself to go in life, in your career, in your purpose. The beautiful thing though is you can build self-trust at any moment, any time in your life's journey. It starts with those small, consistent actions to yourself. No grand gestures, no dramatic transformations, just small acts of integrity. Like keeping that promise to yourself, following through on something simple, simply because you said you would. Those moments matter, because self-trust is built through reputation, not perfection. You don't need to overhaul your life. You just need to show up for yourself in small, honest ways. And that's where self-trust, self-respect truly begins. Not just in how you speak to yourself or how you talk about yourself, but in how you actually treat yourself. The gentle truth is this: there is a quiet confidence that comes from self-trust. When your reputation with yourself is strong, you move differently. You develop something stronger, a relationship with yourself that is built on honesty, on consistency, and self-respect. Don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean you get everything right, or you don't make mistakes, or you always follow through perfectly. We're only human and life happens, but a healthy reputation with yourself means when you fall short, you don't abandon yourself. Instead, you return to your core. You adjust. You try again. You try again, more calmer, more clearer, more decisive, less reactive, more grounded, less influenced by others, and ultimately more aligned with your truth. You stop performing, you stop pretending, you stop seeking validation, and you start living from inside out. So as you move through the seasons of your life, I would like you to sit with one question. Who are you to you? Not who you are to others, not who you perform to be, not who you expected to be, but who you are when it's just you and your truth. Because your reputation with yourself is the foundation of your entire life. So strengthen it, honor it, protect it, and rebuild it if you need to, for when you trust yourself, everything also becomes clearer. Thank you for sharing this moment with me today. Until next time, may you show up for yourself with honesty, with compassion, and an unwavering self-respect.